this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Batgirl Wanted Part 1, and this is issue 23. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. First update, I made a Facebook page. Yeah, you guys have been asking to have a like page for Comic Uno, so I made a like page. So if you want to like my Facebook page, just go in the description below, and there will be a link for you guys to like that. And that'll be just a place where I could tell you guys some updates, just like my Twitter, so definitely go check that out. Other update is I have an update video where I talk about some future of my videos and stuff, wanting your opinion, so definitely comment on that one, tell your opinion, so go check out my update video. And of course I have Comic Uno episode 9 with a couple exclusive comics, and those are Scarlet Spider issue 20, Wolverine and X-Men issue 34, Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 30, and Nightwing issue 23. So if you want to go check out those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 9, which is going to be annotated, and that's the show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show. So be sure to check all those things, but let's talk about Batgirl Wanted Part 1 issue 23. Yeah, I was really excited for this. I've been really excited for Batgirl Wanted because we get Commissioner Gordon not knowing Barbara's Batgirl and Batgirl not wanting to be Batgirl anymore. But what will put her back in the costume, or a costume really, in this issue. So, love this cover. I love the painting style with Batgirl, and they really never failed to have a good cover. Even with Stephanie Brown one before the New 52 had really great covers, and with this, love this cover. Even though she's not Batgirl, we don't have the yellow symbol anyways, but really love this one, and yeah, super excited for this. Really, I was super excited for this story arc for a while now, so let's see if it's a good story arc and if it starts out well. So in this issue we get to see Commissioner Gordon. He's still upset about his son, and he's trying to find Batgirl, any way to find Batgirl. But yes, there is something that happens with our love interest, actually, Ricky, who's actually been a kind of a main character for, or secondary character for a couple issues now, which I really like. Ricky could have been one of those people that was in one story arc and then kind of pushed aside. I really like we're learning about Ricky here. So Commissioner Gordon does have to find Ricky, and Ricky gets in some mess here because his brother gets kidnapped, and if he doesn't want his brother to die, he has to go to this gang, and he doesn't want to be part of that life anymore. He did it once, and now he has to go save his brother. But Batgirl finds out about this also, so she dressed up in, not as Batgirl, but as a black suit, you know, regular vigilante outfit here, just to save Ricky. And she does try to save Ricky, but let's say, I'm going to spoil a little, so spoiler alert, he does get into the crossfire because Commissioner Gordon comes in. He thinks Ricky's a bad guy, but he also knows that Ricky knows Batgirl somehow because he's been seen with Batgirl, and everyone thinks Ricky's the bad guy because he's in this situation. And Barbara tries to save Ricky, but Commissioner Gordon kills Ricky. And Batgirl's there, so she's all, you know, Barbara Gordon's there, so there is definitely a chance for Commissioner Gordon to find out who Barbara is also. So, collateral damage in Batgirl issue 24, which is actually, we have to wait until, I think, October, and then we have the annual, so we have to wait a while to see the continuation of this, but I have to say, this was really a great issue, because we had the thrill throughout this whole issue. You know, there's not a lot of comics where it's a page-turner. There's a lot of comics that are good, you know, but is there a lot of comics anymore that are page-turners? And with this issue, it was a page-turner. Like, I wanted to find out what happened to Ricky. And then is Commissioner Gordon going to find out that Barbara's Batgirl? There's just a lot of moments here that you just wanted to find out what happens next. And that's how you know you're reading a good issue. And I felt that throughout this whole entire issue. And I think Gail Simone is great with page-turners and thrillers. And that's why she's so good at writing Batgirl. Because, really, Bat series have to be kind of a thriller series also. So, I think Batgirl Wanted did a great start here. I'm super excited to see where this goes. And of course we know that James Gordon Jr. is alive. So does that change things? Will Commissioner Gordon find out that Barbara is Batgirl? Will that change things? Really excited for that. I think Commissioner Gordon will find out. I think by the end he will find out, and that's going to be really, really interesting. But again, this was just a great cliffhanger. Made you on the edge of your seat. Every page made you want more. And I think you don't get that a lot with comic books anymore. So, The only complaint I had, it's a small complaint, the art wasn't perfect here. And maybe it was just my issue, but it was a little cloudy in some panels. Like, this was kind of cloudy to me. The coloring was a little cloudy. Again, it could just be my copy. And then look at, Commissioner Gordon's face here. So the art wasn't as good as it usually is, but really that's my only complaint, and that's a small complaint. But I give this 5 stars. It's actually my pick of the week. Really enjoyed this one, and even though there was a lot of good issues this week, I had to pick this one. I think this was simply something I enjoyed the most and made me want to read more and get excited for the next issue, and actually disappointed that I have to wait until October to read the next issue and see what happens with this next story arc. So definitely pick this up. If you're not reading Batgirl, Gail Simone does a great job, and the series doesn't feel like, oh, here's the next story arc, here's the next story arc. Everything continues from story arc to story arc. It feels like its own entity, which is really great. So if you like that type of stuff, read Batgirl. I give this 5 stars. Definitely recommend it, and this is my pick of the week, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and like my Facebook page. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later. Bye.